Hoi, ik ben Hanne en ik wil graag wat blonder, overal blonder. En wat meer volume erin, want het is nu heel lang. En ja, wat highlights erbij en dan een beetje sun-kissed.
Yeah. Okay. So Hanne, wil je een rondje draaien? Gonna light up the total color and then hold the highlights in her hair because the sun may come into her hair, so not the total flat color. Starting with that. Hello friends on YouTube. Gonna do this lovely young lady in her hair. I'll start with pinning it up. First time she models for me. She is the girlfriend of Fred.
Fred?
Friend.
Ah, friend.
A friend.
A friend, yeah.
And that's that guy I know from childhood of. So that's a long time.
Oh.
Start of course with protection, like I always do. Meter color is 9/00. I will do this with 9.7 30 volume. So light up the total color with a natural color. Put in step 1 to protect the hairs and lay the hairs in the natural fall and then put the highlights over the color. So it gets all the colors in one line. Dan ziet het allemaal apart.
Alle kleuren apart.
Yeah. Start in the neckline, building up to the hair above. Brush the hair through with the Olivia Garden brush. This is the most wonderful brush there is for girls and women with long hair. Get also a real nice shine on the hairs by brushing. We hear from customers, they do this sometimes all night long.
Yeah, it feels really good.
When they are watching a TV series or something and they just brush their hairs. So they have the most wonderful hairs. You can see already the difference. See how it glows. It takes the grease from the top to the ends. So, and that's the best condition you have because it's your own conditioner. And that you bring to the ends. So nobody else than you yourself may brush with this. Wet it a little bit at the ends. Just to give it some moist. Maar hier kun je wel leuke dingen doen hoor. Ook met shoots en zo. Je hebt hele mooie gangen en zo.
Ja, heel gaaf. Juist, inderdaad, gewoon een beetje zo...
Turner, so you can see what I'm doing. Starting in the underlines. You see all the hairs are a bit darker. Applying the color on the contour. Split this. And applying it on the length. Take time about a centimeter here. Still have to cut it, but that I do afterwards. That I will do with a hot scissor. Because then I have the best condition of hair. So I'll work up till I get on top. Okay, made the bleach, made a black bleach. This to reduce the gold tones in her hair. And take just parts of her hair that already colored in and apply the bleach. And lay it on the natural fall. Just to give it that sunny feeling. This black bleach is a product of Rover hair. And I really love it. There's no ammonia in it. So it doesn't damage the hairs. And I take the lines between the dark and the lighter colors, because you can see also the natural lighting colors. So I take the lines between that, so I get more diversity in color. And this I leave on the hairs for the same time as the color. So 30 minutes and then I'll rinse it out. Ik hou echt van no-nonsense kappertjes spelen.
Hoe bedoel je?
Ja, gewoon niet te veel moeilijk doen met folies en dat ze flutsen allemaal.
Ja, nee, want soms zit je helemaal vol.
Ja, zit je hier als een oude kerstboom.
Ja, gewoon zit lekker te broeien daaronder.
Ja, nou het ergste is dat wat het langste zit, beschaamt het meest.
Mm.
Want je hebt stukken die zijn al lang klaar
Ja.
en dan moeten ze de andere stukjes nog op gaan zetten.
Ja,
dat
werkt
is gewoon...
je werkt veel sneller. Zo.
Ja. Ja, alles blijft in hetzelfde proces.
Mm. Ja, dat is de ervaring die spreekt.
Ja. Maar dat is ook waarom dat ik het leuk vind om YouTube te delen.
Mm. Juist ook om mensen dan te laten zien
Ja.
van hoe het...
Niet dat ze het vlug gaan overdoen.
Mm.
Ja, er zitten natuurlijk ook no-nonsense kappers te kijken dan, hè.
Mm.
Dus die zullen het misschien wel gaan doen. Maar de bla 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 kapper, die in Amsterdam zit, op de Koningsgracht of zo, dat soort dingen, die gaat dat niet doen. Die denkt, hoe meer uren ik erin stop, hoe meer ik verdien.
Ik wou dat zeggen. Lekker die stoel bezet houden.
Ja. Ja, ik heb ieder half uur een plant, hè, dus...
Ieder half uur.
Ja.
Dan gaat het lekker snel.
Ja. Now don't close this up and leave it the way it is, so don't heat up. Rinse it out in 30 minutes. Okay, back from coloring. After 30 minutes we rinsed it out. So now I can start on the cut. Ik denk dat jouw lengte een beetje op deze lengte het mooiste is.
Kijk.
Hier.
Ja.
Omdat je dan 2 keer je schedelvorm hebt.
Mm.
Dat is de mooiste lengte. Het mooiste natuurlijke val ook.
Mm.
Dan zit je gelijk heel mooi in je natuurlijke lijnen. I'll show you how the shades are when it's wet. So you see how much color blonde there is. And the most excellent lace on the front. Pin the hairs up. Gonna protect it for cutting. Pin this flap away. It makes doing long hair a lot easier. So I clip this to the side. Then I have a nice cape to work on. Ik heb veel kant op.
Ja.
Dyslectisch Engels denk ik. Pin the hairs up over the skull bone using my chopsticks. And what I told you, I'm gonna do this cut with a hot scissor. It's her first experience with that. I think this is the best tool to do this. Take my first line, watch at the natural falls, and mostly I copy the natural line. So when I watch at her hair, I see this line is the most beautiful fall in her hairs. But mostly I go in there. And all the shapes of the hair are created by the skull. So you have to notice that to know where the lines are. Then I gently take the hairs up, don't force anything, and create a little bit of rounding in it. Control both sides. Take every time about 2 centimeters hair, pin it up. Knowing that I'm now on the skull bone, so I create a little bit more length just to create a better fall. Nou, je kunt horen dat je goed haar hebt.
Ja.
Ja, je hoort de schaar hoor je echt. En als dat is, dan heb je gewoon goed haar.
Stop.
Ja, zeker.
Ja, het is ook wel, mijn moeder heeft een enorme bos krullen.
Ja,
Dus ik heb het ook wel
van geen vreemde.
geen vreemde, nee.
Fijn.
Ja, is heel fijn. Ook juist eigenlijk met modellenwerk. Ik zie modellen die hebben gewoon haast geen haar.
Geen haar of extensions erin.
Ja.
Vreselijk.
Poeh. Nee, ik heb er echt misschien 1 keer extensions moeten hebben en verder.
Dat is een ramp.
Ja.
Alleen al voor het gevoel.
Mm. En je ziet het ook eigenlijk altijd wel.
Altijd. Second control on the line of the skull bone. And now I can lay all the lines on this. And I work till I get from ear to ear, one straight line, one side to the other. I made the line from ear to ear, so now I turn a bit. Because the front, we're going to get a little bit in layers. So I part the hairs over the line of the eyebrow line and then the sides. So I take our natural shapes into the hairstyle. And parts that I get behind the ears. The front is a little bit shorter, but that's not a problem. But I certainly do the front also, because otherwise I get no seal ends, and I want to seal the ends. Take the hairs from behind the ear. They are the guidelines. Watch at the hairs, watch at the natural shapes of the skull, turn it so you can see it also. So take the line of the skull, take the natural lines, go in and go down. And let the scissor do the work. Because it's hot, it melts through the hairs. Take some new hair on it. And I work till I get about 1 centimeter over the fall of the skull. So in total hair, it's a little bit layering, not too much. Go in, find the natural shapes. Go down. The nice thing of the scissor is that her hair will be sealed for more than 6 months. So no pulling with brushing or anything. Part here is about 1 centimeter over the fall of the skull. Go to the parts in front of the ear. Take a little bit over the center of the skull on top. Get through the hairs again, watch where I started, go in and gently go down. Take the rest with it, go only to the tip of the hairs, and connect both lines to each other. Going to the other side. Again, watch at the eyebrow lines. Use always the natural shapes.
Turn a bit.
Hmm?
Turn a bit.
Yeah, a bit, not too much, otherwise you cannot reach it anymore. Take the part above the ear, take it to the sides, knowing what I did on the other side. Go in from the top and go down. Normally when I work in the salon I step on the other side, so I show you that also. But with making videos it's a bit hard to do, otherwise you switch over from one side to the other. Take the hairs, lay them in the natural facial lines, go in and gently go down. Take a new line on it. Take the hairs to the front again, knowing where I went in from the other side. And go down. Control part that's on the rounding. Take now a centimeter over the center of the skull bone, knowing that she has a little bit of crown area there. Take the hairs over to the other side. Take the hairs to the front, watch again at the skull, go in and gently go out. Dit verschil ga je echt dadelijk heel goed voelen.
Thermisch.
Ja, dat is echt heerlijk.
Ik ben benieuwd.
Eigenlijk zou iedere kapper dat moeten doen.
Gewoon met lange haren.
Ja. Of als je mensen het willen laten groeien, dat is ook veel fijner.
Ja.
Go to the front, go to the center, take first to her right side, and then to the left side. Take only the hairs that lay on the fronts now, and give them that extra effect. Lay the hairs to the back. In the center, behind the fontanelle, take the hairs up, go to the ends. This is just to control what the other hairdressers did, and to also have a nice end on that, because in length you never know what another did and how it grows. So mostly on the top of the hairs, almost follow the skull to the left and right side, take the hairs up, high up, and only take away that right end. Now you're sure you did all the hairs. Going on the fall of the hairs and the skull. And again, only the ends I take off using point cut technique. So now I did all her hair. I was certain that she doesn't have dry ends anymore. The only thing I have to do now is to bend her head to the front. Watch at the folds of the hairs. And the sea is perfect. So now I can dry the hair. Yeah. Okay, and take alpha setting lotion of Glint. Just apply on the hairs. Just through the hairs with the Olivia Garden brush. Gonna blow dry this with a large brush. Pin hairs up like I normally do, starting in the underlines. And the first line I pin up is on the skull bone, so I have all the hairs that lay in the neckline and falling into the line of the skull as first line. Dus dit bijvoorbeeld, dit maakt het al bijzonder dat je met zo'n borstel dit gewoon kunt doen en zonder dat je blijft hangen.
Dat was net voor het knippen of
had je er niet gekund.
Nee.
Dan blijft het gewoon hangen. Dit is echt geweldig.
Wow. Doe je dat altijd?
Ja, ik knip altijd thermisch. Ik doe het altijd gratis, want in principe is de schaar natuurlijk veel duurder.
Ja, dat is wel.
Maar hoeveel kapper ben ik als ik weet dat dit er is en ik gebruik het niet op jouw haar?
Ja.
Ik heb je net verteld dat je gewoon ook voor mij als een dochter dan bent. En ik wil voor mijn dochter of mijn zoon gewoon het beste.
Het beste, ja.
En hier is wat er tussenin ligt.
Plus het werkt voor jou denk ik ook gewoon veel fijner.
Ja.
Je weet.
Kleur is prachtig. Echt mooi, mooi natuurlijk.
Ja. Licht valt er mooi.
Oeh, sofa blow drying. Now I don't want a stiff hairstyle on her, so I use nice diamond gloss. Also to bring out the shades of the colors. And to give her a wonderful flower smell.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Smells good, feels good and looks good. You may ask, what is it?
Full package.
Full package, yes. Brush this product through the hairs. Now I'm certain that she never felt her long hair like this because the ends are really, really nice. And while first we show you this, I think she will certainly play with her hands through the hairs. But first, when I show you this like this, you can see how wonderful the colors are. So I take out the cape. Now thank you for being my model, thank you for watching. She will certainly turn and show the end result. And how the hair is. Voelt het lekker?
Yeah, feels really nice.
Ja. Dankjewel.
Top, jij bedankt.
Graag gedaan.
Hoi, ik ben Hanne en ik wil graag wat blonder, overal blonder. En wat meer volume erin, want het is nu heel lang. En ja, wat highlights erbij en dan een beetje sun-kissed.
Yeah. Okay. So Hanne, wil je een rondje draaien? Gonna light up the total color and then hold the highlights in her hair because the sun may come into her hair, so not the total flat color. Starting with that.